Okay, what if I told you we could shrink our entire planet? No, this isn't some sci-fi movie plot. This is about a real aircraft in the works that's about to completely change, well, everything. We're diving into China's incredible plan to literally conquer distance.
So I want you to forget everything you think you know about long-haul flights. Just erase it from your mind. And instead, I want you to focus on just one number. This one. 2.
That's right, hours. Just 2 hours. I mean, think about it. That's maybe a long movie, right? But what if I told you that in that exact same amount of time,
you could fly from Beijing all the way to New York? Seriously, this isn't a movie script. It's the absolutely mind-blowing promise of a new aircraft being built right now. You heard me. A trip that takes, 14 hours today? Slashed down to 2.
All right, engineering the impossible. And the big question is, how on earth is this even possible? I mean, it sounds like it breaks the laws of physics. Well, it doesn't, but it certainly pushes them to the absolute limit. And the answer? It's all about mastering a crazy, extreme form of flight.
And that extreme form of flight has a name, hypersonic. Look, this isn't just really fast. It's a whole other dimension of speed. We're talking Mach 5 and beyond. That's more than 5 times the speed of sound, over 3,800 miles per hour. You see, when you go that fast, the air itself changes. It's not just flowing over a wing, it's becoming a superheated plasma. And dealing with that, that's the real challenge.
So, how in the world do you build an engine for that kind of speed? Well, you don't use a regular one. Your standard jet engine just can't handle it. Imagine trying to light a match in a hurricane. The air is moving so fast it would just blow the flame out. Same idea. So, they came up with this genius 2-stage system. The plane takes off with a normal jet engine to get up to speed, but then it switches modes. It becomes a scramjet, and a scramjet is a beast. It has almost no moving parts. It literally uses its own insane speed to cram air inside and ignite it, creating this constant, powerful explosion that pushes it even faster. It's brilliant.
Okay, but flying that fast creates 2 huge, and I mean life or death problems: heat and pressure. We're talking about friction so intense it can create temperatures that would melt steel. It's an inferno. So you've got to have 2 things to survive. First, these crazy ultra heat-resistant materials. And second, an engine that's built like a tank to handle the immense forces trying to tear it apart from the inside. Without those 2 keys, this thing would just vaporize in midair.
So this is way beyond just some cool idea on a whiteboard. It's actually happening. Let's talk about how they're taking this from theory and moving it into the real world.
And guess what? The first results are looking really good. The quote says it all: impressive stability. Now, stable might sound kind of boring, but trust me, at these speeds, it is everything. The tiniest wobble, the slightest shudder at Mach 5, and the whole thing just rips itself to pieces. So nailing down stability this early on, that's a huge, huge win.
But okay, let's be real. You're not booking a ticket tomorrow. They've still got a pretty big to-do list. For one, these things are thirsty. They burn a massive amount of fuel, so getting that efficiency up for a long trip is key. Then you have the heat shields. They have to work for hours, not just a few minutes in a test. And finally, you have to be able to actually steer the thing. Flying straight is one thing, but making controlled turns at hypersonic speed, that's another puzzle they've got to solve. But let's imagine for a second they crack all those codes. Let's say they solve all these problems. Then what? Well, the impact would be absolutely world-changing. This isn't just a faster plane. This is about shrinking the planet.
And believe it or not, Beijing to New York isn't even the final goal. The grand prize, the ultimate ambition, is this number: 7. 7 hours to fly around the entire world. Just let that sink in for a minute. We're talking about a world where crossing a whole continent takes minutes, where you could hop across the Atlantic in less than an hour. Imagine that. Business deals, vacations, getting emergency aid somewhere. The rule book for how our world works just gets completely thrown out the window.
So that's the big question, isn't it? Are we really standing on the edge of a brand new era in aviation? You know, for the first time in over 50 years, the answer really feels like it could be yes. This isn't a dream anymore, it's happening. The only question now is, what happens when it gets here?